I'm ready. Let's go.
Right, good morning everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're going to enjoy it with me. It's going to be approximately an hour, maybe just a little over an hour of some fun. We're heading towards a very short runway and we're going to have to really know our story to land there. But I've done it a few times, so I hope I get it right today on stream as well. Okay, so it seems that Jar Design's ground handling services does not want to appear yet again. Parking brake is set, and also we know there's a couple of issues and we'll wait for them to fix it before we try again. Good morning Felix, how are you? Glad to see you on stream again. Hey Javier, good morning.
Foxtrot Alpha Charlie Tango Airport information Yankee 0700 Zulu weather wind 226 at 9er visibility 10,000 sky clear temperature 23 dew point 12 QNH 1020 advise on initial contact you have information Yankee Foxtrot Alpha Charlie Tango Airport information Yankee 0700 Zulu weather wind 22.
I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but that is the flight watch and ATIS from Active Sky, the new Active Sky 4 Explained. I absolutely love it. It has taken a bit of time for them to come over to Explain, but it really works very nicely for me. So how have you guys been this week? Did you have a good week? Everything okay there? While I am on this page, I quickly want to show you something else that I'm doing with. During the week I had a conversation with Twixter and I got hold of some information which I've obviously found on the forum afterwards. Funnily enough, I couldn't find it before talking to him. And it's about PFPX and it's about the settings that we need to configure the Zibo. So this is my PFPX OFP instead of the normal sim brief that I usually use. So I customized it a little bit, made it my own, and I'm basically testing, this will be one of those test flights as well, I'm testing how accurate PFPX really is. And the bottom line, if you guys have this, out of the box it's not very accurate. There's a lot of tweaking that needs to go into the system. So bear that in mind. When I'm done and I'm happy, I'll share that on the Zibo group again. But man, there's a lot of work that I've put into the system. Just to get it roughly the same as what Zibo is using and what it expects. I also want to show you something else quickly while I am thinking about it. So in my PFPX, I've obviously married it with TopCat. So instead of running TopCat as a separate program to get the performance data, it actually gets imported into PFPX now. And over here we've got a couple of the pieces of information that we need for takeoff. So we're going to use flaps 5. We're going to use a derated takeoff at 38 degrees on our SCL temperature. So we're going to select derate -2. We're going to keep the climb because we don't want to waste time. It's a short flight. We need to get to our cruise altitude fairly soon. So we're going to use climb and then we're going to use 38. Alright, so we have a N1 value of 91.3. According to this, our takeoff speeds is 140, 140 and 145, which is almost exactly. This is the closest I've been able to get it. If I use Top Cat separately, I've never been able to get this close, and I've just, you know, played with it and ignored what I needed to ignore. But this is actually kind of neat now that it tells you can use your D rate to the values. It actually works out very nicely. I'm not flying online today. I have no idea what happened, but my X-Squawk box for VATSIM is absolutely destroying all my payware aircraft, and specifically their activation. So anything that runs on the SASL system, it kills SASL, and I don't know what's clashing with it and what's causing it. So I'm just flying offline today. Ryan, yes, definitely. The group flight thing is something that we have to look at. Don't know if you just heard what I said. My X-Squawk box is killing my X-Plane payware aircraft. So I need to figure that one out. Once that is done, I think what we must do is arrange a nice big fly together, you know, get a couple of guys, and then obviously we do it again. I like things like that, so keep it in mind, and let's talk in the week, see if I can figure out X-Squawk box, and we'll arrange something for next week. So this is the Cape Town International scenery from NMG, and obviously Jacques Pinard created this lovely livery for me. And while we're waiting on the APU to start, I just want to have a look, see what it looks like. It looks a bit hazy.
All right, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are expecting a full flight today. Please do us a big favor. Make sure once you make your way towards the back of the aircraft, look to your left and right, you see an
Welcome aboard. They're going to be underway shortly for the first leg. These three wonderful flight attendants, give them your attention as we push and taxi. They're going to give you plenty of attention en route. Enjoy the flight. We'll talk to you once airport.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Cross-check and all call. Thank you.
Right, we're almost ready to go, guys.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect. Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Ah, that was not so successful. We'll skip that.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
So we're going to do a runway 19 takeoff. We're going to take off over the sea, turn left towards Port Elizabeth and then follow the coastline. There's some pretty mountains. It's really a very pretty side of South Africa, a very nice area to fly in and to live for that matter.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment. And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Felix, no, I don't have tracker IR. I'm using a combination of either the mouse to just have more smoother movement, head movement, or I use the hat switch. When it's a little bit more jerky, you'll see that's the hat switch. So that's the combination I use with X camera.
Cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Approaching 1-6.
Alright, we're ready to go.
Approaching 1-9. On runway 19.
Right, so we're fighting a bit of a wind here.
V1. Positive break.
1000.
Môre Marius, ja nee, ek voel hom, hoor, 12 knope so van die kant af, roer die vliegtuig bietjie, hoor. I love these mountains. Every time I go there in the real world, I'm always amazed at the beauty of them. I mean, it's just something that's close to my heart. Nice. Ja, Marius, ons valley ook daar, my vrou kom van Gordons Bay af. Dis maar deel van ons lewe, daai hele area daar, ja. Gordons Bay, strand, Stellenbosch. So guys, if you tuned in late, the whole trick regarding this flight is the short runway at the destination. We're looking at about a Torah of 1,850 meters. So if we don't get it in the box, it means go around in the real world, and we hopefully will not have to do that in the sim. We'll see. The idea is just to have some fun and to have a bit of a challenge at some point in time, and that is our challenge today, is to put it down on a short runway. And that's why I always want the window seat. If I'm not in the jump seat, then I take the window seat, and this is one of the reasons. So you can't not see this. Felix, they're not in the community. I don't want to make you think less of me, but I've never even tried, so I don't know how to upload the views. But what you can do is just below the stream here in the what do we call it, the comment section or the see more section, whatever you want to call it. I've got a whole bunch of links. It's in there, so you must just follow my Zibo link. What did I call this thing? Let me have a look. I said there, my Zibo hanger. You might want to check it, and there's a little link. If you follow that, it will take you to all my own personal files and things that I use with Zibo. Obviously not the confidential stuff. So anyway, the views are in there, the X-camera file, the CSV is in there, and a whole bunch of other nice to have. So feel free to browse around, you know, take what you need. While we're on that subject and waiting for the aircraft to do its thing, look at the clouds building up. I just love this active sky for X-Plane. I mean, it's brought such a new dimension and such new life into the sim. I mean, it's just not like riding on rails anymore. This is, you can feel the aircraft, you can feel it moves around, and the little bit of refresh that you see there, you hardly notice it. I mean, it's not like some of the previous engines. So I mean, you'll check it. This aircraft is alive. I mean, you've got to be on top form and keep it under control, otherwise it's going to run away from you now with all the new settings and active sky intervening there with all its airflows and fantastic depiction of weather. But coming back to the what do we call it, the X-camera views, I've created a couple. So in my cockpit I've obviously got pilot view, first officer, my overhead, the FMS throttle, the radios, then I've got the plan view so that I can actually you know, scroll through my plan, you know, when I go to my leg section. It's obviously not going to allow now, but we can step through. Yes, there we go. So this is just a nice view for that. And then I've also got a jump seat, which I really like. I like this view. It's nice to just sit here and chill sometime. Then for the cabin, let's start at the front. I've got a couple of views that you can obviously play with. This is the front. I've got one at a seat, got the cabin at the back. Then I'm not sure about X-Enviro, but in my mind, and I'm sorry if I step on somebody's toes or beliefs, I've got SkyMax Pro and I'm not using it. I'm using FS Enhancer with my Active Sky for XP, and I am happy. I'm not going back or changing for anything. Right, so we've got a left engine front, we've got a right engine front, behind the right wing, behind the left wing. Look at these clouds, just look at this. Wow, this is amazing. Alright, then we've also got the over wing views. I don't use these views much, but it's there. Hey Goddies, good morning. We've also got the right wing view. Then on the outside, I've got left, I've got the back, I've got the right hand, the right wing, the left wing, and the front. And then something else that the X camera gave me is just I created some orbits. So this is now the camera running on its own. I'm literally not anything. You can obviously specify how high and how low it must go in the orbit and how close or how far, so this is all customizable. And then there's also a flyby. Goddies, I didn't make my livery. What happened was Jacques Pinard created it for me as a gift, basically. You know, he liked what I do, he likes what I do, and he just wanted to bless me with it. So I'm very, very happy. And that's the X camera flyby happening over there. Yeah, Felix, I love them. The only thing is the noise of those engines. Sorry guys, it's a bit loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our cruising altitude. Flights are smooth, so I'll turn the seatbelt sign on. I would like to ask you a few favors, so please keep your seatbelt fastened on me, just in case we did find an unexpected problem. Also, please don't pull the line.
Goddies, you can obviously get the paint kit for the aircraft. It's on the Threshold forum. You must just go fetch it. Then you can just use paint shop or something. I don't know what the guys use to just make your own livery. Anyway, if you are artistic enough and you can do it, why not? Just grab the paint kit. This is our route for today. We took off in Cape Town. Our destination is Port Elizabeth, and our alternate will be East London. So East London, I hope we don't see you today, and I hope we do very well in that short field landing, and you know, we'll see how it goes. It's nice to have you guys here with me. Thank you for being here. Goddies, yeah, I'm not artistic. I'm an engineer. I can put part A with part B, but I don't paint it and I don't make it look nice. Here's a little bit of more information for you guys. The blue that you see over there, that is rain, and looks like Port Elizabeth is smack in the middle of two cells over there, so we're probably going to get rain en route, but it will probably be clear at the airport. Felix, I was, and he spoke to me yesterday. He's actually created brand new liveries for Mango Airlines as well as SAF Air, which he uploaded yesterday to the org. And by the time I got around to go and download them, the org was offline again. So I still haven't managed to do that, but he's created some awesome liveries over a long period. So he knows what he's doing, and they really look fantastic. When Laminar and Zibo upgraded the Zibo body the other day, it obviously brought in the requirement to do some of the liveries again and to upgrade them or start over, whatever. So to get them on the Audiobird AXP level, a lot of guys are going to have to do a lot of work now, eh? Goddies, I have absolutely no idea if it is part of the purchase process. I don't know. You're going to have to ask somebody that has done that. I don't do it that way. I just buy a yearly subscription, annual subscription, and get it over with, so never tried that. I suppose there must be a button that you can press just to read nicely what the screen tells you, just follow the prompts. Gaudi is probably not on the very same page. Probably in the purchase process, maybe page 2 or 3 will have an option to look at.
Foxtrot, Alpha, Papa, Echo, Airport Information, Charlie, 0825, Zulu, Weather, Wind, 250, at 13, Visibility, 10,000, Sky Condition, 1,500, Scatter, Temperature, 23, Dew Point, 18, QNH, 1020, Advise on initial contact that you have information, Charlie. Foxtrot, Alpha, Papa, Echo, Airport Information, Charlie, 0825, Zulu, Weather, Wind, 250, at 13, Visibility.
Okay, so that means runway 26, that in the real world is actually running uphill. It starts at 189 foot and ends at 226 foot, I think, on the other side at 08. So that is the runway then. I'll keep it in mind for the planning. Absolutely, Felix, absolutely. I am so impressed with this, it is not even funny. I cannot complain at all. If you look at the cloud coverage, if you look at the cloud selections that it makes, if you look at the airstreams, when we come in at Port Elizabeth, I was there earlier just to scout it out. There's gusts. You'll see this aircraft behave completely different to not having the facility of active sky. I don't know what X-Enviro does, but I had NOAA for many years, from X-Plane 9 I think I started using NOAA, through 10 up until the other day when I bought this, and the turbulence there was totally exaggerated to a point where I had to pull the slider back on NOAA to get it, you know, acceptable. But the kind of thermals, the kind of air movement that you get with active sky, I mean, that's something you've got to experience yourself. You'll see later on. I mean, this cabin is just not standing still. It's not static at all. And the best thing is there's no performance loss. I mean, if I look at my frames, whether I've got active sky on or off, there is no frame drops, nothing. And look at the cloud coverage here. If you try and do this, and I won't name names, I'm not going to do that, but there are other products. If you have clouds like this, you're going to lose 10 or 20 frames per second, easy.
Foxtrot Alpha Papa Echo. Airport information Echo 0825. Zulu weather wind 250 at 13. Visibility 10,000. Sky condition 1,500. Scatter temperature 23. Dew point 18. QNH 1020. Advise on initial contact that you have information Echo Foxtrot Alpha Papa Echo. Airport information Echo 0825. Zulu weather wind 250 at 13. Visibility 10,000. Sky
just read a comment there on the Zibo group that somebody said there's flickering on the clouds or in the clouds with active sky for XP. I have not seen a single flicker in a week, not one. I suppose that's got to do with the kind of clouds you use, the source of the clouds maybe, you know. I mean, this is FS enhancer clouds and there's not a single flicker. I have not seen one. And just as I said it, I see one. There's little one over there, slightly. That is indeed interesting. I didn't even notice until now. That is actually not going to put me off using it, and we are waiting for an upgrade on the clouds anyway, so one of these days version 06 will come out and then we'll just upgrade. Right, 19 nautical miles for top of descent, almost there. Good morning, Jacques. Yes, you are in time. Top of descent in about a minute or two. And I'm flying your baby today again, look. Our approach is going to take us right over the Papa Echo Victor VOR, and we are then going to bug out here to the right and then make our loop and come back in. It's not as tight as on the chart over there, but you're going to get the idea. One thing that I know from experience is if we do this, we're going to have to use flaps much earlier than usual. We're going to have to slow down a little bit, because this point somewhere over here that we are going to turn at, we're going to turn short. The Zibo turns short on that point, and if you are not slow enough, you're going to overshoot your localizer again, and then you're not going to have time for flaps and to lower the gear and do all these things. And this runway is short, so we're going to have to plan nicely, think ahead.
Foxtrot, Alpha, Papa, Echo, airport information, Gulf 0825, Zulu, weather, wind 250 at 13, visibility 10,000, sky condition 1500, scattered, temperature 23, dew point 18, QNH 1020, advice.
Good morning, John. Welcome to the stream. Excellent. It won't be long now. Just a couple of minutes and we'll be on the ground. Excellent. That's a nice flight, eh, John?
$2,500. $1,000 to go.
Check how I beg your pardon. Check how lively this aircraft becomes now that there's a bit of gusts. I mean, this is something amazing. And it actually went over that localizer anyway. That was interesting. Terrible. That's terrible, John. I mean, wow.
Approaching 2-6.
This is going to be fun. Check this.
Minimum 200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
5,000 feet remaining.
Oh my soul, that was interesting. Wow. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I am literally sweating. Man, that wind was nasty. Zibo can make auto land. The problem with gusts like this is you don't auto land in gusts like this, because if the computer does not calculate properly, you're dead. So you just take it in hand and you fly it. Yes, John. Jacques. Man, that was tough. But let's be honest, that's what makes simming so addictive, and that is what makes it so nice, you know. That's the reason why you tell the wife you will fetch the dinner a little bit later, or the, you know, I'll see you just now, or whatever. I'm definitely going to look at some replays when I'm done. Well, John, they're safe. They can go home. Some aviation, you need to go into the tablet and you need to find the setting and switch it off. The moment you switch it off, I'll show you just now. If you bear with me when I get to the gate, I'll show you. The moment you switch it off, you will not disconnect your autopilot when you take the yoke. Good morning, John. Can you hear me?
Si, senor.
Thanks for joining me. How was that? JAR does include an ambulance. You'll check it now, eh? They'll come. If the plugin will just activate, we'll see.
There's been 3 ordered.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to Port Elizabeth, everybody, and thank you so much for joining this roller coaster ride with me. Thank you guys for all the subscriptions. I'm sorry I didn't mention everybody by name because my hands were a little bit full here, but thank you very much. There's the ambulance there, you'll see it drive up now.
There's another 2 coming in a minute.
Yeah, and guys, the limo is for me, in case you were wondering. That is to say thank you.
Assume a negative on the parcel.
Correct. Thank you, Felix. Check you later. I'm going to do some more replays now, so you're welcome to stick around, but if you need to go, that's fine. We'll talk later. Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Right, let's go look at some of the replay.
I'm sure one person has pissed himself.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if I sat in this position, I would be holding onto the seat in front of me for dear life.
I was.
There came a point where I just realized this autopilot's not going to make it. I had to take over. I tell you what, I was swinging this yoke here, left, right, left, right, left, right, to try and stabilize this thing until I got it under control.
I'm ready. Let's go.
2500.
Well recovered.
Oh yeah, I need to take some screenshots here. Wow.
Nico, I've got to fly. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, John, enjoy.
Thank you. Talk later. Bye.
Pleasure. Bye-bye. Well guys, unless there is another request for another angle, that's about it from me. I hope you enjoyed it with me. I think this was very, very exciting. So again, thank you for being here. It's awesome to have you here, but let me know if there's a request of some sorts. Tell me now. Alright then guys, same time next week. If anything happens in between, I'm afraid I can't really notify you, except if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get some notification when I go live. All the other streams are done on Twitch. The link is in the description below the video, so I'll see you when I see you. And I hope you have a good time until we meet again. Bye bye.